look like the music sounds. A simple concept that many conductors struggle with. When you watch a conductor, you expect to see facial expressions and body language that match with the musical style being conducted. When I speak to you, you expect me to look at you. And when I don't look at you, your attention wanders and our communication eventually suffers. When we converse with one another, we expect to see facial expressions, and you expect me to read your facial expressions as you speak. The same is true in conducting. Facial expressions are the most important tool you have in communicating musical style to your ensemble. We make our facial expressions by manipulating our eyebrows, our eyes, and our mouth. Essentially, our eyebrows can be raised or furrowed, our eyes can be widened or narrowed, our mouth can be open or closed, and the corners of our mouth can be up, down turned, or flat. Generally, we use raised eyebrows for lighter emotions and lighter music. For example, I raise my eyebrows in excitement, or when I'm happy, or anticipation, and I furrow my eyebrows in more darker emotions, more serious music perhaps, at times when I'm angry or sad. The same is true of the eyes. We widen our eyes in excitement and wonder, expectation, and we narrow our eyes when we're sad or in pain. We all know that our corners of our mouths upturn when we smile, and they turn down when we frown. You can also use a flat cornered mouth to show determination or concentration. Our mouth obviously can be just open or closed. And usually we use a closed mouth for louder dynamics or more serious styles of music. When we open our mouth, we must energize the mouth. You would not watch my face long were I to conduct with a slack jaw expression somewhat like this. Not because that does not express anything, but because it doesn't express music. I recommend that when you have an open mouth when conducting, that you energize it by making use of the same shapes as when you say a vowel sound. For example, an O is a very energized shape. Ah is also quite useful and is less energized than the O. The manipulations of our eyebrows, eyes, and mouth, as few as they are, can create a wide variety of facial expressions for us to use in conducting. Of course, we will have to practice our facial expressions and get to know our own face. Now, return to that gesture box that you drew on your bathroom mirror in an earlier video in this series. And as you watch yourself in the mirror, listen to different styles of music. Perhaps listen to the first movement of Brahms' Requiem, or the last two triumphal moments of 1812 Overture, or a Sousa March, and note how your eyes, eyebrows, and mouth change throughout the musical style changes. Then, practice making some facial expressions while you listen to different styles of music, or when you sing different styles of music. Of course, we can't simply make a face, plan a face, and plug it into a particular place in our music every time that we conduct it. For example, I cannot decide that at letter A of the score that I'm working on, I'm always going to make this face. Or at letter B, I will always make this face. To do so is insincere and false conducting. Bruno Walter, in his great book of Music and Music Making, wrote that no conductor should ever put more emotion into a piece of music than he feels himself. Now this means that rather than practice facial expressions and then plug them into our music, we should instead practice making facial expressions, analyze our music for the musical style changes that are in it, and then let our face react to the musical style changes and to the music as we hear it from our ensemble. So as you practice your facial expressions, just remember that actual application of these expressions will be improvisatory. Of course, there is one instance where we can use the same face over and over again and plan that face, and that is when we start a piece of music. In order to show the musical style before sound begins for the ensemble, the conductor must be careful how he gathers the attention of the ensemble and prepares both the prep gesture and the body language and facial expression. All of these must match the musical style that the ensemble is about to perform. In my conducting textbook, Conducting: The Art of Communication, the section on facial expressions is in the unit called Advanced Techniques. However, even at the basic beginning level of conducting, the absence of facial expressions and eye contact makes conducting ineffectual. Allowing your face to react while conducting the same way you do while talking is a powerful tool in communicating to your ensemble the musical style, and one that changes you from a timekeeper into a musical leader who looks like the music sounds.